Hello, welcome back to my tutorial. This is part 3 for the Rockman on Java. Alright, so the last video we learned about draw something on the screen and edit the game panel, and also we create a simple game loop. Alright, and that was a basic, very basic and very simple game loop. So today I will show you the advanced. So before do that, I will make something to let you understand uh, why we need to use an advanced game loop. Alright, so I will change it by draw a rectangle, change it something, and for here I will plot 2. Alright, let's run it. Right here, change to 60. So I think I need to change something because this is alright. So I will create a method for update. Alright, so render massive render, and here I will, so before that, use a random and go new random. Here I just call the thread sleeve random net in with about 20. No. Oh yes, 20 plus 1 to prevent the sleep get a 0, because 0 it can throw an exception. So need to try catch this. So this here method will take a lot of time, maybe a maximum that 21 millisecond, random from 1 to the 21. Alright, so in loop here, every loop we will call the massive render, because the game we need to render. So and also we don't know how much the time, how exactly the same the time that we that the game take to render. I similar that by this method here, by sleep. It's it prevented it pretend the render time. Right, so let's run it. Maybe right, so 40 and 40 plus 4, and run it. Okay, right, maybe I will change it to 30. Right, so see, you can see the movement is not smooth. If you cannot see, you can, right, so I need to change something. If the I bigger than 600, the I equals 0. Alright, don't need to see again. So if you cannot see because the red is very small, you can uh, open the screen to the full size if you see on the desktop. Alright, so you can see the movement is not smooth because the render time we take is not a constant. Right, you can know maybe the massive render take the maximum either 21 or maybe 1 or maybe 5 or maybe 10 or something like that, but not either constant. So because that the time for every frame is also for every loop is just not the same. So to make it the same for the smoother, we need to get the sleep time based on the render time here. So to do that, we will write a code right here, and I will explain it after I wrote the code. For the previous time, we call the system. So the nano time is the unit that's smaller than the millisecond, right? It's a nanosecond. So when we put the time to the sleep, you need to convert it. So we'll show you later. Right before that, we will code. We just finish to code the code. Alright, so for the current time, and the last one is sleep time, and the period equal 1 million. Sorry, 1 billion, right? 1 billion. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here we have 1 billion divided by 60. No, I need to define the FPS. Go 30. So I can get the FPS here. Okay, so you can understand what is the FPS, right? So here I divide it by the FPS here, so you can get. So period is just the time for every frame and for every loop too, right? So after I repaint, I will set the the previous time equal the system nano time to reset the previous time, and then the sleep I will just so after I call the massive render, I will call okay, I will copy this because this is the update, so I need to copy it to the top here. Okay, here I will remove it. Alright, so for the current time, just also get the nano time. The current time is just now. Okay, and I will calculate the sleep time by the period or the whole time of every frame, and minus to the current time minus the previous time. So the current time minus the previous time is just the time that the massive render and the update get. Okay, so you have the time that all of things on this gets, and you get the rest by less the period minus to that and get the sleep time. So here you just call the sleep time and divide it by 1 million. So this is you divide it by 1 million to convert the nanotime to the millisecond. Okay, and also you need to check, because the sleep, if you put the parameter for here is 0 or a negative number, a negative value, so the sleep method uh, will throws an exception. So to prevent this, I will check sleep time bigger than 0. So if the condition is true, I will sleep. If not, I will do nothing. Okay, and that's it. Let's run to see. Okay, so what's wrong? The current time and the previous time and the sleep time. Okay, why here? Repaint, render and repaint and sleep. So what's wrong? Okay, I'm sorry, because I removed the line that update the I variable, so I need to update the I here. Sorry, plus 4. Okay, so let's run it. Why? So a little not smooth, so why here? Stay and here maybe I will call the system to debug. Alright, see, so nothing wrong. Okay, I think the case, I think the result that that not affects very much. So you can see the smoother, the more smoothing. So but this loop we need to use this to give the time for every frame just a constant. Okay, in case in the true time for the I here, we can use an alternate technique by use the speak, and you just get the the more extension, the I that increase with an distance based on the time. Right, I can alright, so use speed is equal maybe one per okay, per every millisecond is too much. So here for float, okay, change to float 2. And here cat hit to the integer, and in here I will plus with the the current time, sorry, system current millisecond, no, the system nano and minus to the previous time, and then I convert to the millisecond by divide by the 1 million and multiple with the speed is here. Right, let's run it. And it was wrong. Okay, speak it. Nano time, previous time. And here. Okay, so what's wrong? Okay, I'm sorry. I need to reverse this. Okay, we can use the previous time because you set the previous time here and you get the nano time here. So it's just the same time, not much, not different much. Okay, so you need to define another. That's the previous update time and equal the system nano time 2. And here, after I update, I will set the previous time update time equal the system nano time, and here I just minus to the previous time. So after you sleep here, you can get the different time from the nano time for current and the previous update time here. Right, so let's run it to see the result. Okay, so if you can see it's more smooth. Right, so that's either the movement based on the time. But here for this game tutorial, I use the frame speed. So the speed of the string, speed of the animation, speed of the Rockman based on the frame. Okay, especially for the period here. So I don't need to use the speed gauge here, and don't need to use the okay, don't need to use here. So just +4, and don't need to use this variable. Okay, I just use this. Right. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you next time. Bye bye.